Okay, I'm ready. We're doing we're doing Bluebird in Soren's honor here. So, okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Soren, another one of my Bluebird brethren. The last time this one was shown, I believe, was HMV10. I think I just looked. By our buddy Lampshin. Who did it glitchless. We didn't have any, we didn't have a glitch category for this until 2024. Thank you for the luck. This one is a lot simpler, but it showcases... Okay, so the thing is, I was really trying to find a dupe. Anybody wants to get into Save the Homeland glitch hunting, I was really trying to find a dupe. An item dupe or a money underflow of some kind. There's a lot of funny stuff you can do with that part-time work escape. Unfortunately, the only application I've been able to find is just using the milker. And it does turn out to be marginally faster, which is cool, you know. And so the route I've come up with, like that K contest route, I grinded a lot. More than I've grinded other endings. And it was quite fun. I mean, as fun as it can be, I guess. It's different. Everyone's different. Depends on your mining luck, depends on your forageable luck, and there's just a lot of variation to it, and some RNG, and a little bit of RNG. Honestly, it's good for a game. It's not an RNG, mess. It's just a little bit of RNG is good. And I was trying my damnedest before the marathon to find a dupe so I could just use it to just make a lot of money, because there are 3, 4, 5 endings that require a decent amount of money. Cake Contest is one of the most. Fishy Story also requires about the same, but I could not find it. So, but I did find an interesting other usage of that same weird spot on the loading zone, which we will see here in Bluebird. And this one's funny. So we're going to be gifting Lewis for this one. Oh, I didn't name us again. Okay, whatever. We'll name the farm. Oh, so we're doing positive responses this time, because that will give Lewis plus 15. Bluebird is just where Lewis, is in love with Lila, and there's this magical Bluebird, and... you gotta blow your flute just so to, attract it, or something like that. And so it involves a mini game, but the only villager you need to befriend is Lewis. Yeah, it's Bluefeather origin story, so it's technically like deep canon, like deep HM lore. I will make a safety save here too, actually, just in case I botch this. But I'm gonna do a little bit of a demonstration here. Oh yeah. Here. Shout outs to everybody for being here too, by the way. Great, been a great 10 years. It really has been. So we're gonna sleep until Saturday. Let me double check so the 5th. Okay, I'll save today. Nice. So, honestly, just like that. But, major shout outs to Desert and Demo for always putting this on. Demo always stepping up to the plate whenever there's slack to be picked up. And Desert carrying. So I'm gonna grab a few forageables because I want to kind of show you how this works. This is cool. It's quirky, but it's cool. And everybody in chat, you always keep it hyped too. So it's honestly a contribution no matter. We technically only need one forageable, but I'm grabbing a few for backup and also just to kind of show what's going on here a little bit. So we're gonna head back to the farm, and we're gonna cut 3 tiles of grass. It takes 3 tiles of grass in this game. Actually, I didn't want to do that there. It takes 3 tiles of grass. Yeah, I should have done this first. but that's fine. To make a fodder in this game. So now, that's too far. I'm gonna get into position again. That's too far? No, it's not. Okay, so if I pocket an item on that square, it has a weird effect. Okay, so you saw it like kind of glitched out the floor. So now if I put an item in my hands, it instantly disappears. And if I move again, it's gone. Okay, and that goes if I equip it manually, as well as if I equip it with the pause menu. Oh, sorry, manually, with the quick inventory or with the pause menu. You can call it pocket glitch, you can call it whatever. It was useless for the longest time. I couldn't figure out what to do with it. I found it not long after the chicken glitch. If you notice, what we can do here is, if we're on a fence, normally it disappears like right away. If you're on a fence, it actually like stays in the air there for a second, if you saw that, right? And it kind of like floats like to the side, right? And I thought, so this glitch, if I pick up any forageables, if I pick up anything, a chicken, dog, forageable, game crashes. Okay, so obviously I want to corrupt the inventory or something if I could, but I still can't figure out how to do that. There are ways to cancel it. If you go into any building, then the glitch state is reset. But crucially, it only seems to apply to buildings where you open the door. It plays like a little, he walks up slowly to the door, and he plays like a little opening animation, right? So it seems to have to do something when his hands do an animation, and there are other instances of this too. There are a couple doors that don't play that animation, and it does not reset on those doors. So I thought, oh, that's very interesting. Another example of doors that don't play the animation is the doors on the farm. So the barn, the chicken coop, and the house. If you're holding an item, most buildings in the game, you can't enter if you're holding an item. But for some reason, the farm buildings, you can enter if you're holding an item, and if you do that, there is no animation, because obviously he's holding an item. So I thought, okay, well crap, if I could like find some way to get to the door there, what if I could get the glitch state into the barn? Maybe there's something I could do, right? So I'm like, okay, I'll use this fence buffer to try and get there. Oh, I can't get there. Okay, it's too far, right? It's too far. But then, this is completely by accident. I found like a weird thing. We'll do this now. Ah, see, I missed it. Okay, hang on. I have it on, right? Oh, I don't. Damn it. Okay, I might have to just reset the day. Hang on. Okay, well, I'll just reset the day. Sorry. It is a little bit finicky. You kind of have to be. I'm talking, so whatever. So now we'll just do it for real, but yeah. So that was my little glitch explanation. This is as much a, I guess, an exhibition as it is, because there's not much to this run, actually. It's just kind of... So, point is, we've set the stage. We want to get inside the house, but we need to be holding the item, but also in the glitch state. But when we're in the glitch state, the item gets deleted. So we need to have some way to prolong that... we need to have some way to prolong that fence hop, like, kind of like item levitate state. Yeah, I'm continuing to save. Yeah, you didn't even have to restart, sorry. My bad. I grabbed a few just for backup, but obviously I was kind of also showing the glitch, so. Okay. Yeah, I just we'll grab these. Grab a few as backup. The reason why we did Saturday is because that's when Lewis is available, and when his cutscene is available. So for this ending. So we would normally just pick one, but we got 4 just in case. Because again, every time we pull the item out, it's lost. So if we okay, now we have to set up the glitch. Ah, that's too far. It's too far. Damn it. Again, it's when you're not doing the chicken, it's tough because if you're too close, you just go through the load. So you have to like, okay, have to come back and then blah, blah, blah. This setup was found by Desert, by the way. So once again, Desert Master Race. Yeah, kind of a visual cue. It's kind of by feel. I mean, again, I commented earlier like how the environments are so muddy. So like all you can really do is like just try and suss out some spot in the muddy floor. Crucially, if there's a field power berry that we get by chopping grass, and if we get that, it also resets the glitch. So we don't want that. So, okay, for some reason, you can stutter step, and now look at this. Look at this. Mic drop. I mean, you're all shocked, right? Now we have phantom, what I call phantom fodder. So basically, for some reason, if you stutter step while you're in that state, every time you restart the running animation, the like timer on the disappearing item is reset. And one way to consistently like change your direction while you are stutter stepping is just by using the camera, because unlike on Wonderful Life, this game actually, when you tilt the camera, it freezes you in place. So if you're running and you tilt the camera, it overrides your movement and stops you instantly in place. But then as soon as you let the camera go, if you're holding a direction, you'll start running again. So you can use the camera tilt to like continuously like kind of change your facing direction. I'm just holding forward the whole time and just tilt, and I'm just kind of like camera walking, I call it, to get the floating item to the door so we can enter in the glitch state and pull a fodder. Fodder is the only item I've found that does not crash when you pick up in that state, and it also works as a spam. So, okay, explanation over. I'm not gonna spam Lewis 76 times. Go. So talk amongst yourselves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79. I just spammed it to 80 just because. So, yeah, see, back in my day, it was 69. Okay, and I think 69 is a lot funnier, guys. So crucially, like, so it would be faster. So we can't pocket this. And the weird thing, well, I don't know. I could ramble about this glitch state. I've just noticed some weird things about it that are kind of similar to the chicken glitch, but like I don't know, it's weird. So I can't pocket it. If I throw it, game crashes, so I can't put it down just like the chicken. If we trigger a cutscene, then as we're about to do, then it will be lost. That would be faster, and that's what I would do in an attempt. But you can also see if I pause the game, it's gone. So the nice thing about that in this ending in particular, it really is only applicable in non-money endings, because at this point, like all the glitched money endings, which are like Cake Contest, Goddess Dress, Fishy Story, I have pretty much used chickens to sell for money. So because it works exactly the same as the chicken spam, if you're gonna have chickens to sell for money, you may as well use the chicken to spam. But in this case, because we can do all this, like we have to wait until 2 p.m. for Lewis's cutscene here. What is that, like 17? So because we have to wait all that time anyway, that's like free time to just set up the glitch. So in this ending, it actually saves like 2.5 minutes over chicken spam. Because in chicken spam, in New Game Plus, you could like already have the chicken, but in any percent, as we're playing right now, when we start from a fresh file, we have to like go get an egg, incubate it, sleep some time, hatch it, etc. And then also you can get chicken death, because after you spam with the chicken, you're not using the chicken for anything. Okay, so now we just have to sleep till the next Saturday, trigger 2 cutscenes. So I mean, this is all just downtime, so I can, I don't know, whatever. This is otherwise an extremely boring ending. Yeah, sorry, Soren was mentioning all his time spent min-maxing the schedule. Yeah. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, good. So now we have another Saturday, and we have to wait till 2 p.m. to trigger his next 2 cutscenes. But yeah, all his time spent min-maxing the schedule. The glitchless version of this ending is notoriously, awful. Soren is one who's run it a lot. Lampshin, also one who's run it a lot. He's the last one who showed this ending at a marathon. Because the route involves, again, because this is all dead time until 2 p.m. to trigger his cutscene. In Glitchless, you can use that time to mine for minerals on the farm, and they are preferred gifts by Lewis. +6 instead of +4. But in order to make it worth it, you need to get like 13? I think you need to get 13 minerals. And the odds, you have to get at least, you can do it over 2 sessions, because there's 2 different cutscene days. He has 3 cutscenes, but the second 2 can be triggered on the same day. So in the first cutscene, he gives you the flute. So now we have the flute here, right? You can use the flute to like train your dog and like do stuff. Honestly, I don't know a lot about it because I haven't actually used it, except for the ending. It's something I should look into. But yeah, it saves a lot of time over 14. Or 14. Yeah, sorry. Is it 13? No, because I think you can get away with 13. I have to look at the notes again, but it works out that you can give him a berry on his birthday. His birthday is like fall 10 or something like that, and his birthday happens to be one of these days. Because you want to only gift him on Wednesday or Saturday, because otherwise he spawns up here, like by his shop, and he's not available from 6 a.m. So Wednesday and Saturday are the days that you gift him. It's a notoriously terrible ending. There's other reasons for it, but so yeah, you need to get at least like 7 in the first round of mining. And oh yeah, if you get rain on his birthday, you're screwed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, but because in Glitchless, in Glitched, as I was saying, because this is all dead time, it saved like 2.5 minutes over the chicken. In Endangered Weasel, I did a run. That saves about 1.5 minutes, I think, over the chicken. So that's gifting Gwen. Or spamming Gwen, in this case, and glitched. And then Horse Race, I also did a run. And that does seem to save time as well. Doing the Phantom Fodder, as I call it, as opposed to chicken spam. Very interesting glitch. It's, I tried to like explain it, not that it matters, I guess, but like it took me a while to like put, it's actually like several like aspects to that glitch state. It has to do with a certain address that seems to be associated with the pocketing process. When you're holding something, it's set to like 4, I think. And then when you're not holding anything, it's 0. And then for some reason, when you pocket something, it spikes to 128. So we need to enter the lake area like about 20 seconds after he disappears. It spikes to like 128, and then it goes back to 0 once you've completed the pocketing process. When you do it on that specific spot next to the loading zone, the load happens before the value can be reset. So it gets stuck at 128. When it's stuck at 128, you can manually set that value to 128 as well if you're playing with cheats on an emulator. And then anything you're holding, that is what the state is basically, is when that value is stuck at 128. It's anything you hold, anything you put in your hands is deleted. There's other like glitches I've found that have to do with like item IDs and etc. But I was not able to do anything. If you pocket an item, like you can very quickly pocket an item after you pull it out, but all it does is reset the glitch. It doesn't actually like underflow in your inventory. It doesn't. Haven't I found anything new? No. I mean, I posted that funny like potato glitch with the fodder bin, but that's it. I mean, yeah. Hang on, sorry. How did we toggle permanent stun? I thought you mentioned that. You toggle permanent stun by using a farm cutscene. Basically, almost all the farm cutscenes where like someone comes to your farm like this, for example, forces not just non-rainy weather, but actually sunny weather. So the most common one to use is just Gina's Goddess Dress and her first Goddess Dress cutscene, because she only needs 30 affection for it, so it's really easy to get with like a couple interactions. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do some testing, so now we have to win this minigame basically. So. Doesn't have to be perfect, but. Shit. This is the hard part. I always mess up. Yeah, I always miss one. That one's tough. Okay, we missed a bunch, but should be fine. Yeah, so those are the main cutscenes. So now we've got the Bluebird. Oh my god! Again, I skipped the cutscenes. It makes it really good for speedrunning. Not great for viewing. Like when we were watching demo play earlier. Grand Bazaar, like I was enjoying it very much. I'm sure you guys were all enjoying it very much. It's just chill to watch someone play Harvest Moon. They're just playing the game, but they're playing it with a level of planning. And so like it's going smoothly, there's like a direction to their play, I think is why it's fun to watch. But like you're still watching them play Harvest Moon ultimately, right? Hang on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What? Oh yeah, sorry. So in this case, he doesn't come to the farm. We have to go to the lake. We have to sleep at least a week and then go to the lake on a non-rainy day. I mean, you're ultimately watching somebody play Harvest Moon, and it's chill, it's cozy. This game is fun. I mean, I love to rep this game because it is like it's classic Harvest Moon. It's from that era, but like I will be the first to admit that it's not great to watch all the time because it's like you're just skipping a lot of the cutscenes. I almost wanted to submit a cutscene-less run, just like for fun, and I probably could have if I hadn't found the glitches. Then I probably I may have done that. But... Hey, sweetie. Enter. But yeah, so that's Bluebird. And this is one that you can't skip, so we have to watch this. And then we'll watch credits, and then. Well, no, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I don't mean to talk myself down. I'm just saying, even for me, like trying, like I feel like I don't have like a moment to breathe to really explain anything. That's why I just like stood there and explained the glitch because like when you're doing runs of this, there is no downtime. And the movement is very crisp. That's another thing I like about it. It has a feel of games from that era where like everything is instant. Like even when he moves, like it's just very responsive in a way that many modern games aren't. I don't know what it is. I mean, it's not just delay, but yeah. It's weird. Some of it is just like the simplicity of the animations, I think. Like when you introduce more like layers to the animations, it's just like it doesn't feel as instantaneous, as responsive. Don't you agree? You can dance to the music.
It smells very kind of smoky.
In here?
Yeah.
Probably somebody's. I'm not smoking.
Oh, it's nice. It's kind of like almost like something. I don't know, smoky, like a nice smoke.
Well,
So that's why I'm
hey, it's a cold night.
It's more smoky. I just ate it.
Okay, all right. Anyway, so yeah, so I enjoy, I do enjoy repping the game, but yeah, this is what I have found so far. There's various other aspects to that glitch. Like I said, if you pocket an item, it resets the glitch. If you eat an item, it resets the glitch, but it actually doesn't give you stamina. So it's as if like the game knows that there's nothing there, but it still lets you complete the animation, and then it resets the glitch because of that. There are some conversations where the character will like do like some miming with his hands and do like a funny like little as if he's talking to the villager that you're talking to. And if you let that animation play out to completion, it also resets the glitch. So there's something about the state of the hands that like when he undergoes an animation, there's a script or there's a function that's resetting that value to 0. Just as a matter of course, so as a matter of normal gameplay. The scrunched up credit scenes, yeah, I like that too. Actually, yeah, I always love the credit scenes. Believe me, it's like, oh, I don't know. This game has grown on me. I never played this game as a kid. Started playing it in 17, in the year of the first HMV. I started playing it in December. First HMV, of course, was in February. But dude, it's been like, yeah, going on 9 years of me with this game. But yeah, I don't know. Shoutouts, Crazy Berserker. I always give this shout out because he found Horse Out of Bounds. If we didn't have Horse Out of Bounds, we wouldn't have found Chicken Escape. And then Desert found the Inbounds Chicken Escape setup. So shoutouts Desert. Because if we didn't have the Inbounds Chicken Escape setup, chicken off the farm, like chicken spam. I call it Chicken Escape, you know, because you're sneaking out of there with the chicken. We wouldn't have chicken spam, and also without that setup, we wouldn't have these other weird glitches. So it's funny how you can have this whole like string of discoveries that are otherwise unrelated, but they facilitate the development of the understanding, or just like potential fringe cases you can explore. Like, I don't know, well, what if we did this? What if we tried this? You know. Desert actually showed some funny behavior with part-time work escape, like back in 2019 when we had no method for it. So he was, breaking ground. But yeah, I don't know who's next. Is Sam next? Because Sam's playing Hero of Leaf Valley tonight, I think, which is like the remake of this. I always enjoy that. And I think there's like one other run. Oh, Gearless Robot, the GOAT. That's right. So he's doing HM64 Marriage. Then Sam. Okay, that'll be a good one. But you always need like that comfort food to go back to. Well, yeah, you call it like an enhanced remake or like a spiritual successor or like a, yeah, it's not really, well, it's not technically a sequel either. It's just kind of a, if they had actually, this game, dude, I could ramble about this game and like how it's so cool that it exists, because like it almost feels like a game that you would find out about in some like leak years later, like, oh, the first prototype full 3D Harvest Moon game that never got released. Because, dude, it is so broken and so like bare bones in so many ways, but it's just cool that it exists because it is like a time capsule. But they clearly were like, yeah, there was like a learning curve probably with the development, like doing all this 3D modeling, whatever, small team, you know, new kind of gameplay loop that they were trying to test and everything. And so, yeah, but so Hero of Leaf Valley is like, feels like what they would have done if they had, you know, anyway, I'm rambling over the ending, but, and time. So it's just cool that it exists. But anyway, thank you for watching, letting me do this run. Thanks to Demo for really picking it up today, because it's good that we had our 10th and that we managed to make it work. And thanks everybody for being in chat and keeping the hype up. So Gearless Robot next. Good luck to him.